So we went to the Hot Wheels Legend show today with our monster cars, and that was good fun. We met Booger with his Buick monster car, which he drove down from the top of Florida there. Good old southern boy, really cool dude. So that was kind of fun. And my son-in-law Dave here volunteered to fix a few things on our Hummer. The backup camera hasn't been working, and I don't know, for some reason I kind of have a mental block towards doing some of this kind of stuff on these newer vehicles, whereas Jesus Christ, look how much stuff he's pulled out from the inside. I can't even digest pulling new cars apart like that. Anyway,
20-minute job.
That's crazy. All right, I love my son-in-law. He's always doing the bits of things that I'm not very good at. And for some reason, we put a music center in this, and it just, nothing's worked right on it. The backup camera hasn't worked right. A lot of feedback through the electrical system into the speakers. But Dave's going to put a new head unit in there, and hopefully he can put some wire in there to cut out some of the interference, and we can have a nice radio again. Jesus Christ, Dave, is my car ever going to run again?
Oh, yeah. That's just a plastic piece.
Man. It's actually designed quite well that you can take it apart like this, but it looks crazy.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, once it starts getting older and older, the plastic keeps getting more brittle.
Yeah. Yeah, did you hear that? He's like, the problem is you start taking some of this plastic stuff apart, and because it gets very brittle, it's not that difficult for it to break. So you got to be kind of careful about that, and sometimes you just can't avoid it, and it breaks. This thing had CD changers in it, and it's got video screens behind every headrest. So I actually brought some new screens, so I'm not sure how easy they're going to be to put in if we're going to put those in.
Yeah, where is it, by the way?
Yeah, in the box in my garage.
Oh, go grab it, and if you
I will.
A second,
See if they...
It's this TV and that one, right?
Yeah, these are the ones the little ones like to watch. We got one behind here as well. I can't remember if this was. Oh, that one's all cracked. Anyway, we can see. And anyway, this had a lot of things wired in it. It is a very high-end, trimmed-out Hummer. You know, electric heated seats and videos on every headrest, and quite a lot of nice features. So Dave talked me into keeping it because I was getting a little bit frustrated with all the little things which were going wrong with it. I bought the new innards for the electric windows. 3 of them stopped working, so I received those the other day. So Dave's going to help me install those, and we get all the little things done. And actually, Dave's going to pull the engine out and freshen it up for me. He keeps threatening to make it more high performance, and I keep saying, no, keep it exactly standard. You know, it's got enough power and it runs real smooth. I'm worried about, you know, having to reprogram fuel injection systems, and, you know, if it's a little bit risky. But he keeps saying, no, we'll do a few little things to the heads and valves and stuff, and just, you know, maybe the cam, but it'll still be basically standard, but I'm not convinced. So anyway, at some point in time in the near future, we're going to pull the engine out, and Dave's quite familiar with these LS, LA type engines. So he's going to pull that out, and we're going to freshen it up. So that'd be quite nice. And so once I get everything sorted like that, I think it needs new shocks, and I'll check out the bushings and things. Once we get all that done, then I might give it a paint job, and
then you're ready to sell it to me.
Yeah, you know, I've thought about getting different vehicles, but man, to be honest, I know a lot of people criticize these Hummers, but I actually think they're one of the best vehicles I've ever had. I've had like over 150 vehicles, from Rolls Royces and Bentleys, Jaguars. Well, I'm talking about newer vehicles here. And I think if I was only allowed one vehicle in life, it'd have to be a Hummer. They just fulfill so many roles. Comfortable, kind of a little bit of luxury, takes a lot of people in it. Just, I don't know, it's just one of those vehicles which I think was built with very little compromise. In fact, I looked it up once, the history of these, and it was one of the few vehicles that was basically built how it was designed, because it didn't have to meet weight restrictions or economy laws or anything like that for some reason, because of its size and weight. So they just built it exactly how it was designed. So it actually turned out to be one of the toughest, most reliable vehicles, you know, in the modern era ever built. And I think of myself as pretty knowledgeable about cars, and I'd agree with that. This Hummer just blows me away. Just drives so nicely, and you know, what could I really replace it with?
Another Hummer.
You know, the only other thing that's kind of similar to it is a Cadillac Escalade or something, or one of those big SUVs, and I really don't think they're a patch on the Hummer. And the big 4-door pickup trucks, I really like those, the full-size ones, but they're really too long to park in regular parking spaces. But there's some lovely trucks out there, and also they can't fit as many people as this can fit in it. So it's just a great family vehicle, and I feel it's pretty safe to drive, especially when I got the grandkids in. You know, although they go in all our cars, I like them to be in a truck or a SUV or one of the monster cars. I'm more comfortable with that because, you know, if you get in an accident, the bigger the car, the better, really. A lot of crazy drivers out there. Anyway, I know this is kind of a boring video, but just filling you in on a few things. I haven't posted any videos lately, and people seem to like videos about the Hummer. So here's one for you, and I'll do an update when we've done some more work on it and it's all working.